Greetings, everyone. A new chapter of No Damn Excuses. In Spanish, Sin Malditas Excusas. Today we have an amazing show. It's going to be a special as well because I will be co hosting this episode with my friend, the one and only Henry Karash. Number four. So, first of all, let me tell you why we do this. Why are there some who succeed and others who don't? Is it really a matter of sweat and tears, scale and impact? Our guest today has worked in the technology space for more than 50 years now. He's the CEO and founder of HintEd, the digital adoption platform that helps companies in increasing their productivity by making employee training and user onboarding for enterprise software efficient. As part of Hinted team, he has worked hard to drive a culture of innovation to enterprises in Eastern Europe. He has also earned multiple awards during the course of his career, including the 2021 Top 100 CEE Startups. He now resides in Santiago, Chile. He's here. When he isn't spending time helping grow HintEd in the Latin market, you'll find him surfing or playing drums. So finally, do you have the courage to follow your dreams like Artem Taganov or Art? Or will you be a dreamer forever? This podcast, this channel will seek to find the truth through conversation, interviews, and constant search of wisdom so that we can all achieve our dreams, purposes, and no damn excuses. Let me invite everyone right now to the stage. Henry, how are you? I can't hear you because you're muted.
I see. My bad. I said it's great to be here. So thanks for having me here.
All right, all right. And now our main guest, drums. Artem, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for having me also today.
Excellent, excellent. So, uh, first thing, I want to know why are you in Chile? What are you doing here, Artem?
The answer is really simple. We are trying to do business here. Yeah, and that's it. That's the main thing. Yeah, but also I love sun, I love heat, and I love like getting to know new cultures like Chilean or the Latin American culture. So that's why I'm here.
And 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 where did you hear that in Chile you can do businesses?
So I have a lot of friends of mine who are launching or have launched already some startups, mostly IT startups, across the all Latin American market. And they told me that there is one really interesting, let's say, program here. It's called Startup Chile that helps companies from all over the world, like startups, IT companies, to uh, to get landed in Chile. They help with like soft landing, opening a company. They give some money. Yeah, small amount,
Alrighty. So,
but still,
so,
yeah,
so you are already entered the program of Startup Chile.
yeah. We are here right now, so we have this 6 month program, and we will have like the demo day. It's not the ending of the program right now for us, so it's kind of the equator, the middle of the program, and it will be in a week. No, in 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Nice, congrats. So Henry, you can start like asking our friend Artem whatever you want. Like,
Oh boy. Well, actually, I'm interested. What can you dive a little bit more deep into Startup Chile? Like you heard about this program. I got involved with them a number of years ago, like when I think the first year or two that they started here in Santiago, which was quite a bit back. But like you heard about this program, give us a little bit more for people that might be interested that hear this and might want to actually sign up, maybe have their own idea that they might want to. What's that process of like applying and then where you're at now?
Yeah, with pleasure. So they appear to be like #1 program, acceleration program here in Latin America, and they are valued really much between investors and companies. So they have three program within one batch. So they have 2 batches per year, and they accept about like 50 to 60 startups for the programs they have. They have 3. First one is Build. It's for 3 months, and it's for the companies who are trying to build some kind of MVP and like validate their ideas. The second one is Ignite. It's for companies already with MVP or working product, or even with really good revenues, like we, who are trying to start selling in Chile, or for Chilean companies who need to boost their sales. And the third one, the second one, Ignite, is for 6 months. And the third one is Growth. It's for some big guys, like with really great revenues, who are trying to scale their sales to other regions. So the application process is pretty much simple. They open the applications two times a year. Right now it's closed. The deadline was somewhere in November, but they will open like in I guess in 3 months. Yeah. So you need to fill in the online form, where you tell about your startup, your company, your attraction, and most important, your potential impact to Chile. Because this is the governmental program. They give you money from public funds, and they want like all the companies that are coming to this program to make some really good impact to Chilean economy. So that is, I guess, the most important question that you should pay like maximum attention. And if you are, so after that, they have some kind of judging and pre-screening. After that, you have an interview if they like you. And after the interview, if they like you, after the interview, you are being accepted to the program, and that's it.
Very nice.
Nice.
Does it
nice.
come with like just a quick follow-up? Sorry, Rodrigo, but is there financial support that they give you, or is it just advice and or networking?
No, they also give money, also depending on the program. For Ignite, it's 25 million pesos, but you should also like co-invest your own money. So the total will be almost 32 million pesos. So it's about like 30K dollars, United States dollars, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. For Build, it's I don't remember the actual number, but it's something about 10 million pesos, and for Growth, it's 90 million pesos. Yeah. Okay. And it's need to mention that it's absolutely equity free, so you don't give anything outside your company. You only take money.
Okay, so it's purely like seed. It's money just for you to grow with.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and you can spend it for sales, marketing, for hiring some new people. So that's what we do right now.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yes, we are hiring, guys. Yeah.
You're hiring. Okay.
Artem, we already started talking a lot about why did you arrive here, but can you tell us from where are you? Where have you born? Do you have family, kids, everything, like trying to know you a little bit more, but as a person,
Yeah. I was born and raised and like spent the biggest part of my life in Russia. I was born in a small town. It's called Ivanovo. Small, it's like 500,000 people there. It's not far from Moscow. It's in the central part of Russia. Really beautiful, really like how to say it, it's small and cozy town. But the problem is that if you want to be successful, you should go to Moscow, like or in St. Petersburg, or to other big city. And that's what I did. When I finished, then I graduated the university, I moved to Moscow, and I've been working there for some international companies like Microsoft, EPAM, Luxoft, and I was like my career started with the business analysis. So I was the guy who was translating the requirements of our customers to the development team, to their language. And I like grew up to business development manager and business development director in some companies. And at some point, I've like understood that this enterprise life is not for me, and I want to do something bigger and to like to put something in companies where I can feel my impact. And I started working in startups. So I've been working for HR tech startups, some also enterprise IT startups, like, and these companies were from like absolutely all stages, like really small teams growing to really big teams. Even like we even sold one company like in within, I don't remember, 6 months. Yeah, starting from the moment we started to make the product, and after 6 months we've sold it. So yeah, that's about me and my. Yeah.
If I interrupt you, what was that company about? The one that you sold?
It was the telemedicine startup. So it wasn't mine. So I wasn't the co-founder, but I was the business development director, and we were creating the telemedicine application where people can interact with their doctors of private clinics, just sitting at home. And they also could see all their like medical prescriptions, medical records, and all of that. At that time in Russia, there was absolutely no like legislation about the telemedicine, and we were waiting because there like it should be appeared like in 2 or 3 months after we launched the development of this product, but it was not. So we had to sell the startup because we didn't want to wait for this law to be published. Yep.
Nice, very nice. Just another question. What word in Spanish have you learned since you arrived here in Chile?
La wea. No, you know, actually, I already know a lot of Spanish words, but it's kind of the survival Spanish, because here I need to talk a lot in Spanish because I need to go to like often. I need to visit banks. I need to visit some tax offices, and they do not speak English often. So I need to use all my knowledge and use all my knowledge of survival Spanish for depositing money to my account, for like blocking my cards or unblocking my cards, for starting activities in the tax office. So yeah, that's it. So I'm learning Spanish just by living here in Santiago, and that's really great because I still I cannot speak Spanish, but I can understand 60% of what people are saying.
That's very good.
It's a lot more than I had after 3 months.
Go ahead, Henry.
Okay. No, well, maybe moving back to your reasons for coming to Chile was for Startup Chile. You sort of heard about that. Are you looking at going through this program with Startup Chile with the business that you currently have? And with that, Like, are you committed to a certain amount of time of working here in Chile? Are you thinking about staying here in Chile? Is this just sort of a temporary space, or are you thinking about this as a possible new place to live, or and so forth?
That's really
Growing up
interesting
in
question.
Russia, do you have, I mean, you said earlier when we were talking, you had all your family there. So I'm wondering if this is sort of a move for business, or if this is something that you might think about as a little bit longer term.
So for right now, I'm considering it to be really the long-term stay, because first we have to be here. So at least I have to be here for all the time of the program. So it's 6 months, and I'm thinking to applying to another batch for that, like long program, 10 months program also. And yeah, I like Chile. I like Santiago. I like other cities near the ocean. So yeah, I'm thinking staying here for some time, at least 1 year right now, and after that we'll see. Yes, we are planning to open some new businesses, like not new businesses. Like we are planning to expand HintEd to some other Latin American countries like Mexico, Peru, Colombia. So I might go there, but at that case, it would be temporary stay, because like for the Latin American market, our headquarters would be here in Chile, I guess. And that's why, yeah, you were asking about my family. That's why I really, really, really want my family, my wife, and my dog. Yeah, I have a dog. We don't have kids. But dog is like a kid for us. So I really want them to come here at some point.
Yeah. A little follow-up to that. I don't want to go too personal, if that's okay. Sorry, Rodrigo.
Go ahead.
I mean, Russia's been in the news worldwide for a number of reasons over the last year. How is that from your perspective as somebody from Russia? I mean, you're a younger male. I mean, I've heard things in the news, and feel free to share as much as you feel comfortable with, but with you leaving Russia and coming to South America, and then maybe even the possibility of wanting to bring family and dogs and so forth, how have you found that type of a change with the politics and the things that are happening in the world? Anything you'd want to share on that end of things that you feel comfortable with?
Yeah, that's pretty much like really personal, but yeah, I will try to share it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like for me, staying in Russia and for my family, to be honest, is not really safe because of multiple reasons. The first one is like the economical reasons, because of sanctions, because of almost like to be honest, we are not able to do any global business right now from Russia. So if you want to be global and if you want to build a global company, you have to move from Russia to somewhere and start from scratch also, like 100%, because Russian traction is not is not interesting for customers, for investors, for everybody. So we're starting from scratch right now. So that's the first reason. So yeah, like we're trying to be global. And the second is, yeah, like I guess we just want to feel that we are in a country relatively safe, not in terms of like the ability being bombed or whatever, but Chile is safe. And that option is not considered for Chile. But at least like I want to be in a place where I can plan for at least 6 months ahead and not 15 minutes like in Russia, because you cannot even think what's going to be next day. So that's it.
Thanks for sharing that. I personally, like, you hear things in the news and sometimes they're accurate and other things they're completely not. And I like having that personal sort of personal explanation, but also I've also lived in multiple countries, and that big move, like you said, starting over when you get to a new place is a big change. And even if you're starting a business, it can be a big hurdle and challenge. Learning a new language, all of those things don't make it easy. And so it's pretty amazing that you're got that drive and that interest and wanting to look to your future and be like, yeah, I want a future that I can have a little bit of a security or stability in. So
Yeah, thank you. It's really interesting, yeah, and challenging. That's why it's interesting, because of challenges, and it really drives me. Yeah,
forces you to grow. What was that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if we move on now and we start talking about HintEd, I would like to
Yep.
know, Artem, how did you come with the idea of founding this startup? Um, where was the problem? What did you see that you actually said, here's a need and I can do something about it?
That's also really personal because like the idea of yeah. It comes from my personal pain. So I told you that I've been working for some global companies as a business analyst, and after that, like project manager. So I was involved into implementing some IT solutions to the customers, mostly enterprises like banks, insurance companies, like huge enterprises. And I was the guy first who was involved into writing all these user manuals like a business analyst to show all our users how to work with all these platforms we develop for them. And at some point, I've understood that nobody wants to read it. Like nobody. They are completely useless. So I spent a lot of time writing these user manuals. After that, like people working in the companies that we were developing software for, they spent a lot of time trying to understand how to work with all of that software. So the idea came into my head. Why not to create some kind of the platform that will allow to show the users how to use all of these complex IT platforms in a really simple, maybe like interactive way. And that was the initial idea of HintEd. I made some kind of the research, and at the beginning of the project, we've realized that it's not only the problem of training, but also the great problem of user engagement, speaking about the enterprise software. So yes, you can be trained how to use all these platforms, but in the next 24 hours, all this new information will go out of your head. So you will completely forget all the new stuff that you like get from that classes. And that makes even bigger problems. So it's not only the initial training, but also continuous training and supporting users in some cases when they do not remember how to make some operations in their software. And the third problem we've discovered is that the modern workspace, not workspace, workplace, yeah, it's getting really digital and complicated. So there is one number. The modern average employee uses 14 digital tools to make his or her work done. It's a lot. And you need to remember how to operate all these platforms to be really efficient, to be productive, to earn money for yourself, for your company. And it's like really a big amount of information. So these are three problems that we are helping to solve to our customers. First, to make the initial software training really fast, really efficient, and cheaper than traditional methods like user manuals or in-class training or whatever. Second, give the users the tool to receive instant help when they forget how to do something in their platforms, and thus also to cut software support costs. So in our cases, we help companies to lower the amount of support tickets by up to 60%. That's also a huge number. Yeah, and the third one is to boost the employee productivity, because like while switching all of these platforms from one to another, you don't need to switch your attention for looking for the information, what button you should click to make some kind of the report, for example, or make a new client or open the account. You have all the information right on your screen, and that's really great. So that's it. um, that is called like digital adoption platform. So to summarize, we help companies to adopt their digital tools really fast.
Question with that: do you then create your own software that integrates multiple softwares into it, and then they just have one user face, or is it just the training on the multiple different user faces?
um, yeah, so we have the platform that integrates to multiple softwares. We do not change anything. We Let's say we integrate the special layer with interactive guides, like step-by-step guides with hints, pop-ups, uh, and they guide you through every step of your business process. And you can use it through multiple softwares. You can use it only in one piece of software, like in the most business critical one, or spread these walkthrough for like 2 or 3 tools, whatever. And we also can work like with web applications, Windows applications. So if you need to switch also from your web browser to maybe like we say Outlook or Excel, we can do this also.
And in the web page, Artem, I believe that I read that it says no code.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely no code. No, we have only one line of code, but we give it to you. But our customers do not need to to code anything. So we have the visual editor that allows you to make all of these hints and all of these processes and walkthroughs about any platform. After that, you get the really tiny one line of JavaScript code. You need to integrate it to your web page. And if you have Windows applications, you don't need to integrate like nothing, because we work really as an overlay above your screen.
Nice. So
Very
so
cool.
so in simple and just trying to understand this. I'm a big company and I need help, support with the onboarding or with certain procedures inside the company that I know that people don't read or they forget. I hire HintEd in order to have in a simple place all of the procedures, papers, and all the information that I need for my employees to access really quickly and use that platform. And they will see all the information, and that platform will be inside my own company webpage or intranet or whatever.
Not
Is it
really.
quite clear?
Not,
Oh,
not really. Okay, I will give you the example. Just imagine you are a newcomer to, let's say, a bank, huge
yeah.
bank, like, and you are gonna be the client manager. So you're gonna sell some banking products to the customers, and to sell them, you need to operate some banking platform like CRM platform or whatever. So you have like your PC or laptop or whatever. You come to your workplace. It's your first day. You open it, and you see these really complicated and heavy platform where you need to make all these operations like opening new accounts or like creating credit products. So right now the companies are trying to teach you how to use all of that stuff in several ways. First is in-person training in computer classes where they gather like 20, 30, 50 persons showing them how to click buttons.
Mhm.
Second, actually most companies use this second option. They do nothing. They we have user manuals in that database, in the knowledge base. So go there and you will have all the information there. And it's really ineffective and inefficient because nobody will read it. So what we do, we bring all of these user manuals above the interface of this banking platform. So you don't need to attend these classes. You don't need to read anything. You just launch the walkthrough, and we're giving step-by-step hints. So for example, if you want to create a new customer, click this button, then fill in this field, then click this button, then click this, then fill in this field, and you're okay.
Okay.
And after your first week of work, you've done it 5 times and you've memorized how to do it, and you now know the right procedure.
Yeah,
very cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very cool. And how'd you come up with this idea? Like, well, I mean, you mentioned that you were doing these papers and making the lists that nobody reads, because I've been there. I've been given those books and you don't read them, and then you ask somebody and they haven't read them, and so they just sort of know how to do it, but not necessarily the right way sometimes. And so you came up with this idea, but where are you at now in your like scaling process? Like, are you still, you have a product that you can just plug and play with any business, or is it with every business there's new steps, or is it really there's just the 10 main programs that companies use and you have those, and so you can just plug them into new companies now?
Yeah, we have the product. It's really like plug and play product. It's a platform, so you can use it with absolutely any system. Like it may be like internally created platform, or some kind of the box solutions like Microsoft, Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, whatever. And we have also some ready-made connectors for these platforms. So we have connectors for Dynamics, Creatia, and we're working on Salesforce connector and SAP connector. So we are officially published in the stores, and you can download it, being a customer of Dynamics or Microsoft or whatever. So you can download our connector, create all these workflows for your users or your customers, and that's it. And right now, so yeah, we have like this digital adoption platform for training, like with multiple features, not only these walkthroughs above the software, but we also have interactive simulations where you can simulate all the clicks. It's kind of the interactive presentation. You can create it also with like several clicks. We also get some analytics, how people interact with our platform and the platform we are working with. And we give these insights to software owners to understand how people are being trained, how they are being engaged into their software. And we are working right now also on really interesting features involving some machine learning, artificial intelligence. So we are trying to deliver even more analytics and more smart way of training people and providing this instant support for them. So the idea is that what we want to do is to give this instant help and instant hints for people even before they realize that they need help.
Wonderful.
That's the main idea.
Very cool. Rodrigo, do you have a question because I have a follow-up question to that if you don't have
All right,
right now.
Go ahead.
What is the that's where you're at right now. What do you see as the future? Like 5 years, 10 years, 3 years? Where's your window to, and what are you wanting to get to?
So we were able to become the leading digital adoption platform in the Eastern Europe. So what we want to do in the next 3 or 4 years, because I understand that we need some time, we want to be the leading digital adoption platform here in Latin America. So these are my plans for the nearest future. And of course, we want to make some huge money and maybe even become the public company.
Okay.
Nice. And Artem, I need to know, how did you get your first client? Because I believe that you mentioned that you entered program in Startup Chile Ignite, which means that you already had some traction, some sales. So how did you get your first client? And the following up question is, do you have nowadays product market fit or not?
So it's a really funny story how I get my first customer. So I was trying to sell something when I had nothing. So it was like really fake until you make it. I only had the idea and some kind of the prototype that was working really, really awful. But still, I was able to find. So it was only two of us, like me and the developer guy, to whom I was paying some money, and I was involved into all these enterprise sales. Like I was just making the reach out in email. I do not remember where did I get like the emails of possible decision makers, of potential decision makers, but still I had them. So, and luckily I've met the head of retail banking division of some of the largest banks in Russia. And they had the problem because they, at that moment, they were implementing the new CRM platform for their employees. And they needed the tool to, and they had like really, really constant hire of new people and a really big rotation of these people. So they needed a tool to make this training, this software training for the new platform really, really fast and efficient. And I showed him like the prototype, described the idea, and we've got the first contract, and we were able to like finish the first version of HintEd with this money.
Nice, very nice. And
Very cool.
do you believe that you
So
have product
you had the
market fit
concepts.
nowadays?
Oh, sorry.
Yep, we have it. Not here because we're just starting to spread the word about the technology, the digital adoption, and how it could be done. But yeah, I can say that on our home market, yeah, we have it.
Nice. Henry, what were you saying?
Oh no, it's all good.
And Artem, how are you planning on reaching new clients here in Chile, taking in consideration the difficulties around language and all that kind of stuff that probably someone would say like, all right, if you set up the platform in Spanish, maybe I could possible think on adding that. Um, how are you doing it? Like,
So first, we are hiring. I'm telling once again that we are hiring new people. Yeah. So we are hiring these salespeople here in Santiago to help us in reaching our potential customers. Uh,
okay.
that's the first option and the first way, like direct sales with Spanish speaking guy. We will give all the information we have, like all the sales books, all the sales playbooks, all the experience we have right now. So yes, guys, we are hiring. Like, consider it. Yeah.
Where do they where people, if someone is interested, where they can reach out to you saying I'm interested, I going to help the company HintEd to reach new sales and everything. Where they can reach you? Do we lost him?
I think it froze.
Oh, he was going to give the most important information, and
maybe his
lost
internet
him.
will jump back on. So, are you able
Oh
to?
God.
Are we able to pause until he gets back?
No, man, this is live.
This
Live
is live.
for everyone.
Well, somebody in the comment
Let-
section asked about the poll in the background. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a
It's a poll.
it's a pole.
Why do you?
Yes, it's
Oh,
for
why
doing
do you
pole
have?
dance and pole fitness.
Who is doing pole dancing?
Oh, my partner does that. I would claim to do it, but it's not a pretty safe. So yeah, we'll say
I,
she does it.
Alrighty. I believe he's trying to connect.
All right.
Probably he's trying to connect, but Henry, tell me something about yourself because people probably don't know you very well. Who are you, Henry?
Who
While
am I?
Artem arrives.
Yes. While we're waiting for him, we'll give people a little back and forth about me. From the U.S. originally. I lived in Chile for. This is my 9th year that I've lived in Chile in total, but it has not been consecutive. So I came to Chile in 2008, was here for like 7 years, and then I came back for a year. And I've lived in the States for a while. That's where I grew up. But I've also lived in Australia and traveled around Southeast Asia. The last 2 years I lived in the States, I took a box truck, which is like a moving van or a big 20-foot long box on the back of a truck, and converted it into a completely off-grid sustainable house. So I used solar power on the roof and have a water tank and a composting toilet and just traveled all around the US, just living in the woods.
Why did you do that?
Oh boy, COVID was one. It was
Okay.
sort of a can't pay for the apartment because I lost my job type of sort of a solution to paying less rent. And then let's see. From there, I think the other reason did we
He's
get
back.
Art back?
He's back. Do
Maybe?
we have him? Artem,
Cool.
are you?
All right. Well, my story will have to wait.
We were doing just
Improvising.
yeah, we were just talking to make some time before you connect again. In what were we?
Where you should apply if
Oh,
you would like to hint it.
yes, the most important information, and suddenly you freeze, like you didn't want to give the information. Where, if someone is interested, should go or address to say I'm interested in working with you guys. Where?
There are 3 ways. First, you can drop me an email. Yes, that's it. Second
Whoa, so
one,
fast.
yeah. Second, you can search for HintEd in LinkedIn, and there we have the job opening, and you can apply there. And third, you can go to our website, and you will have all the contacts there. So also you can drop a message or an email. So there are like plenty of options to get this.
And what kind of salary in terms of I mean dollars, Chilean pesos, or Russian currency is going to receive this person?
Not Russian. Yeah, right now it's Chilean pesos, so we're paying in the market or even like above the market. And yes, you will have the option to also to get the salary from our United States-based company.
Nice, very good. So, did you? What is the name? When you create the company, what is the legal name when you create the company here in Chile? Like
Incorporation.
The incorporation. I mean, you're legally working as a company here in Chile with all that involves, meaning taxes.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Cool. Perfect.
Everything's legit. You're not paying somebody under the table.
No.
There's no cash.
With you know, it's really popular right now to pay in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do that. Yeah, we don't do this.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Henry, do you have another question? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's fine. Well, so I guess moving from your business that you're creating now, um, hmm, let's I have to think about the question I want to ask. So why don't why don't you keep going, Rodrigo? So
Artem, so next question that I have prepared for you is, can you tell us a little bit about uh, not the exact number, but amount of sales, some unit economics? What is like what has been more hard for you in order to take your company under control, and just tell a little bit about the intel towards what is happening on your company, uh, thinking on numbers exclusively.
Yeah. So currently we have almost 50 enterprise customers. Speaking about Chile, we already have about 10 potential customers. So we're speaking about enterprises, so some big companies. So we
Nice.
have not 10, 20 potential customers here. We have two
Well,
partnerships with IT companies. Speaking about the money, previous year we had 350K of revenues, and this year I guess we will at least double these numbers, and also
nice.
get some new revenues, yeah, from our global offices. And speaking about the unit economics, so we mostly struggle right now with the really long sales cycle, because we work with enterprises and some medium companies, and it could take up to 1 year to make the contract. But
Wow.
somehow we have hacked this, and right now we are able to make sales within like 3 or 2 months, because like we were struggling with some kind of like technical issues, not on our side, but mostly on our potential customer side. Like I mean, some security questions, some infrastructure preparation, because we provide not only the cloud solution, but also we can install it inside the company, like full on-premises installation. And but for that, you need to have some servers, or maybe some Amazon private cloud. But right now we can do it really fast, within only like several hours. So yeah, we've hacked this. And yeah, you can like, speaking about the average contract size. So right now it's about from 10,000K to 12,000K per year.
And in Artem, in terms of the revenue model, is it is a contract, not even a subscription, if I understood
It's
correctly?
it's subscription, but we do not. It's not like the subscription where you can pay by your credit card now. So yeah, we it is the subscription. We sell yearly subscriptions, but right now, yeah, we are making it with contracts and with bank payments, not with the cards, because the amount that you should pay is relatively high.
Hmm.
hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
And going back a little bit to your hiring, what are you said you mentioned salespeople. What are other,
Yep.
are you looking for tech side for, better implementation of the product that you're offering, for your end of client, service, the B2B side of things? What areas are your sort of bottleneck at this point as a business?
Right now, speaking about international expansion, it's sales. Yeah. So like not only reaching customers, but also closing deals. So we're looking for sales development representatives. After that, we will be hiring account executives to help us close this deals. And the third thing is, we call it customer success. So you can call it customer support, or customer happiness manager. Yeah. So we need more people there, because still we often have to put some time to, because we love it, like to put some like personal effort to implement and hint it to our customers, because also we're working with enterprises and they need some personal attention, and we need guys like mostly Spanish speaking guys right now to help us, not that English speaking guys, to help us grow here in the Latin American market.
Professional listeners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and one more thing I've forgotten: marketing people, of course,
Okay.
because without marketing, we will have no sales.
Perfect. Yeah,
Very
this is
cool.
true. Yeah, marketing is a huge part. Are you pursuing that, or like is that something you've already been doing, or is it something you're looking at starting now that you're here? And
So right now we are hiring.
going.
Yeah, right now we are hiring the sales development representative, and I'm negotiating with some marketing agencies to help me create the initial content marketing strategy. After that, yeah, I will understand whether I will need some internal stuff to run all these marketing campaigns, or I will stay with that outsourcing guys. So I will understand it in a couple of weeks.
Cool. Artem, if I can ask you, what is specifically your secret sauce to win in a market like Chile that is new to you? What can you say, like, what is special about your product, your company, that is different from others?
I would like to say that it's this simplicity behind the idea, behind the product, not behind like the technical part of the product, but like the idea is really simple, and the product is really simple to understand how it works, and what can you what problems can you solve with the help of HintEd. That's what I like most, and the most important part for enterprises is the
Oh no, not again. We lost him again.
I wasn't sure if it
Oh,
was
there's
on my end or not.
he's back. He's back. He's back.
I'm so sorry for that.
It's all right.
Not really good. Yeah, but this happens.
Yeah,
The
totally.
internet
So
gods.
you were saying the simplicity. What else?
It's the simplicity. So like
Oh,
first the simplicity, the simple idea, simple product, and simple installation of this product for our customers.
how many people is working with you guys nowadays?
We have 17 employees and about 8 contractors.
Wow, nice. Very good.
Not too much.
Do you have a growth idea in mind for like the next year, or like do you have an idea of what you want to hit? Like hiring, do you know where you want to get to try to get to like a certain point and then just keep going? You mentioned even IPO, or is it something that you're just looking to get like a certain core team and then just be able to run your machine?
No, we want to grow, and we want to grow heavily in sales and technical stuff, because I still have a lot of ideas of some new features. Of course, not all of these features are needed by our customers, but still I have lots of ideas what to do next with HintEd. So yeah, we will grow heavily if we raise money, and we will be fundraising next year. But mostly it will be with sales and marketing and some customer facing stuff like customer support and customer success.
I'm sorry. On my end, at least, it cut out a good bit, and so I didn't quite get all of that. I heard like bits and pieces of it, but if Rodrigo, you heard it all, then we'll just keep going. So my apologies.
No, it was on your end on this time, Harry.
Okay. All right.
1-1. No, 2-1.
2-1. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chile's beating us.
Artem, I know that you have already like won or have been part of different kind of incubators, accelerators, and you
Yep.
name it. But probably my question here is, what have you learned in this journey from the beginning till now that you can share to someone that is just starting your journey?
The main thing is that you always need to sell your product. Like, even when you do not have it yet, sell your product. When you are thinking that your product is not good enough, sell your product. So you need to sell to your customers, like from the very beginning. That's the the main thing that I've learned from all of accelerators, incubators, and whatever. Just sell, 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 sell.
Nice, nice, very good. Before we move on to the next topic, I would like to ask you, is there anything else that we didn't ask you, but you would like to share with the audience about your company?
We are hiring.
I love it.
Amazing, amazing. All right, all right. So next topic is called trigger questions. My friend Henry keeps saying that this must be named ping pong questions, but we have 5 questions for you. So the idea here is that you provide short answers about these questions. And the first one for you, are you ready? That's the first
Yep.
one. Are you ready? Okay.
Yep.
First question. Biggest regret in life, Artem?
I've started to sell HintEd not from the beginning of the project.
All right. Henry, go with number 2, please.
All right. What is your purpose in life? Or what would you consider your
Wow.
purpose?
So I have the big dream of like getting enough money to live near the ocean on the island, surfing and helping homeless dogs.
Nice. Very good. Number 3, Artem.
Anywhere in particular?
I will start. Yeah. I have. I will start from Sri Lanka because there are a lot of homeless dogs, and they need help of humans to feed them, to make some veterinary for them. So yeah, I guess that will be the first country, and after that, yeah, maybe some other Asian countries or whatever.
Here in Chile as well, there's a lot of dogs that probably need your help. Number 3, Artem. What entrepreneur do you admire the most?
Steve Jobs, right now.
Why?
Because he was the real visionary, but at the same time, he was really, really straightforward and not a good person. But like being really not a good manager and not a good person, he was able to build like really huge company, really huge. And his ideas right now are being used by millions of people.
True.
Billions, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Henry, are you there? There you are. Henry,
It's
are you
Tutu.
there?
Tutu.
Sorry. Yes. My apologies. I turned my screen off because I was cutting out for you. I didn't want to ruin it. So sorry about that. So all right. I've got some interesting questions. What is one of your biggest fears?
To be completely alone.
Like in a country like Chile, you mean?
No, I mean like no, I mean like I'm scared of I will not have anyone who will support me, whom I could trust, and with whom I can talk about my successes or losses. That's the thing, because I'm pretty extrovert person, but in like pretty, yes. So I need constant chatting, talking, meeting new people. So that is my biggest fear, like to be completely alone.
Righty. And the last question is, I know that you're already in Startup Chile, so probably you must have heard a lot of startups that are doing a lot of things here in Chile. What Chilean startup have you heard the most, or do you have listened a lot about it that you say, interesting startup that I am putting eyes on it?
Butterfly.
Nice. Very good. Very good. And
What is it that they do? Well, I've
oh,
not heard of that company.
come on,
Come
Henry.
again.
No, Henry haven't heard about Butterfly.
They are making really interesting projects. So it's kind of the platform where you can earn some points that you can donate to other people, doing some healthy stuff like making sports or eating really like veggie food or whatever. So you get your like points. It's kind of the currency inside the application, and you can spend it for donation, for helping other people. So it's really great.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and also, but it's not about the charity. Not only about the charity. You can also spend these points for discounts for your insurance.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's promoting good habits as well as helping others and giving you benefits as well.
Yeah, but in the end, it ends up like if you are healthy, you have less chances to die, and that's why you will have more cheap insurance.
Excellent. So
Very good.
there we have trigger questions or ping pong questions, and the last section of our program, bonus track. Artem, if you can recommend books, movies, series, podcasts, uh, anything you have with all the community that you said, when I read this book, mind blowing, or anything you can share.
Yeah, so a book. It's Principles by Ray Dalio. I've read it recently. It's really good because it helps to make some system inside your brain and understand people around you. About the movie, I will share my the movie that I've recently watched. It was the biggest beer run ever. It's really funny. It's interesting. Yeah, it's good. I will not say it's great, but it's good. And speaking about the podcast that you definitely need to listen is Not an Excuse.
Yeah, very nice. Um, if I ask you to share like a message to humankind, something that is like in your heart and you need to share to everyone, and here I will put you like on first screen, what would you say to all the humanity?
I have really short message, but I guess it's really vital for nowadays. I would like to wish all the people to be really kind to other people, because a lot of terrible and not good things are happening right now in the world. So please, guys, be kind to each other. Be really kind to other people. Try helping them, supporting them, because I guess we all need it right now. And don't be afraid to choose, like um, to change your life completely. So don't be afraid to make this step for to something unknown, because like the real is the reality is that the world is really, really turbulent right now. So you have to take some tough decisions. So you need guys and people who are going to support you. And yeah, don't be afraid of doing these tough decisions and some really, really unusual steps. That's it.
Yes, very good, very good. Henry, final words so we can wrap this up.
Oh, I think Art. I think you just said it all. I think that is a beautiful way. Don't have fear. Take action to try to be more helpful to people. I couldn't have said it better. I think those are some of the biggest things that we need more of in the world today.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, Artem, for your time, for sharing everything of what you're doing. Remember, people, he's hiring. He's hiring.
Yep.
So it has been a great show. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank
watching.
you.
And see you in another chapter of No Damn Excuses. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.